Good morning, Tom from Colorado Properties. We'll start in a few minutes, okay? We're just waiting for all the latecomers. You say. All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Jen, if you're there, guys, just to let you guys know, chat is open. Good morning, Tom. I just saw your chat. I'm gonna go ahead and let Jen basically filter all of messages that you guys are sharing. So the whole idea of the chat is to basically ask whatever questions you want while I'm doing like a demo or speaking about the application, about the network, and then we'll filter them and one by one as we see it. We'll answer them. We'll address them. So I always like to start Saturdays by introducing everybody, see where you're from, what you do. That is less like features and functions because there's a lot of features and functions in this thing. That is more like a one-on-one. Like, what is it that you do? How do we help you streamline your application with our application? Does that make sense? So we'll start with Kamira. I think she was first. We'll just go in order as I saw you guys enter. Kamira, where are we reaching you? We got Rodney coming in, another iPhone user. Kamira, how are you, sir?
I'm okay. Thanks. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Hope you guys didn't mind my Dave Matthews Band in the morning. I'm an early riser, so I'm like rocking out like it's like Sunday Monday by like 10 a.m.
Nah, good energy, man. Yeah, all good.
We keep it positive. Hi, Luz. Good morning.
Hi.
All right. Where are we reaching you, Kamara?
I'm in the Texas market. I'm actually communicating from Boston right now, but yeah, I'm in the Texas market.
Texas market. What do you do out in Texas?
Primarily, I do owner finance wraps, sub two deals,
Okay.
and I just started getting into fix and flips.
Got it. Awesome. Well, we're gonna show. Do you sell them at all, or do you just hold them?
No, I usually sell them and take back notes on them.
Got it. Okay, so today's going to be exciting. We got some updates, and I'm going to show you how to basically showcase a property to 2,000 people in 5 seconds. How's that? Sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, you got it. Good meeting you, David. Where are we reaching you, my friend?
Hillsborough, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire guy. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Slightly colder than here in New York, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is.
And what do you do out there?
I'm an attorney. I do estate planning and real estate investing.
Okay, so I'm assuming probate deals is a thing you into?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's coming. got a lot of that coming.
Oh, guys! By the way, I want to introduce you to a very good friend of mine, Jen. She's got a plethora of experience in real estate.
Hi, everybody.
She's known me since I was like a club kid in New York when I was like young, and she's like, "Who are you? What do you know about real estate?" So she's like an OG, I'll tell you, and she's actually coming on board very soon as one of our independent contractors as well as specialists for FlippBidd because the community is just getting bigger, right? So we just need to, start working with people that we could depend on and that are knowledgeable about the application. So, Jen, if you want to say hello and introduce yourself real quick.
Hi, Jennifer Tarini here. Like Kenny said, friends with Kenny. I'm from Long Island, New York, but I reside in South Florida for the last 9 years. So I'm targeting both those markets myself. And that's it. I have a lot of years of experience and sat on my glasses yesterday. So my glasses are broken. So that's why I'm holding. And then I went to my second pair of glasses and sat on them. And now I'm holding them too. So that's why
we all done that.
I can't see. Anyway, nice to meet everybody.
All right, guys. We got our friend Steven here. Also, guys, I'm just going to ask that you just mute yourself until you speak because we get a lot of feedback. And sometimes this background distractions. Nothing wrong with it. We got family, we got kids. We get it. I understand. But just one by one. So Tom Eidelman, good morning. Stephen, good morning. Luz, good morning. Rodney, good morning. We are. Oh, Rodney, you're getting the feedback because you're logged in twice. That's why. That's probably what's happening. You're on mute, Rodney. Can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see me on this one?
We can.
Okay, that was the issue. I was on my laptop and you couldn't see me, so I signed into my iPad. So I'm gonna get out of the PC.
No worries. If you mute yourself, we won't get the feedback, but we'll get back to you. Tom, where are we reaching you? Say hello, Luz, introduce yourself, and we'll just get right into it. Tom?
Here, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm actually sitting here very relaxed, so I'm not going to turn my video on
It's okay.
right now. But yeah, I'm actually up in Woodland Park, Colorado, outside of Colorado Springs, up on in the mountains on the other side of Pikes Peak, and been doing real estate for a long time in retail and just getting close to retirement out of that. But used to be an acquisitions and dispositions manager for a national investor years ago. So kind of looking at rekindling that a little bit. And with your software here, I've got the app on the mobile app. I'm looking I can't figure out how to set it for my local area and looking to learn that on this video, on this webinar here.
Awesome. So welcome, Tom. I'm in Denver actually quite a bit, probably like every 2 or 3 months I'm there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right in like Center City. I forgot what the area is called.
Central City. Yeah.
It's literally like I have a company I also do some consulting work with right across from the Colorado Rockies Stadium, like that little area right there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
familiar with it. It's about 60 miles to the north of us.
Okay. So welcome. We're gonna go ahead and speak a little bit more about what we do and what we're doing and all the amazing updates this week. It's gonna be really centered on like dispositions today and how easy and seamless we've made this for not only you guys, but how easy we've made it for a lot of wholesalers out there that are like, no, no, no. We want to go ahead and use Constant Contact and MailChimp and bombard people in their spam folders because eventually we're going to get a bite. But based on the list I've been creating for 10 years now, despite whether we get bounce back spam or whatever, we're still going to keep using it. So I'm going to prove them wrong today, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. Before we get into that, Luz, where are we reaching? Miami? We all over the place. LA, Miami, New York.
Hi everyone, good to be here. My name is Luz. I work as a creative director part-time at the prop tech company called the 3D app, and just getting into wholesaling. Just got the subscription, premium subscription for FlippBidd. Been messing around with the new features that I haven't had before. Now with the paying subscription. Looking for mentors, local or virtual, to guide me through my first deal. I did find a seller, a buyer, a cash buyer. I also did find a few good deals. So now I'm kind of in that, about to jump into it, like in practical sense, trying to find a contract, how that's done. So if any of you know a wholesaler that might be available for a quick mentorship, that would be awesome. By the way, I also did sign up for the Jimmy's mentorship that you offered last time, so I'm gonna hit him up as well. So there you go. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing all the new updates.
Awesome, Luz. Yeah, perfect time, by the way. So any of you guys that are new, I'm just letting you know, like, we found out like practicing on an application is great. Like, you can have like the best tools and technology you need. Some of you guys are like, you guys know real estate inside out, but people like Luz, who's looking to get training, we are looking to roll out it's something called FlippBidd University. We've literally had like 7 meetings with some of the biggest real estate coaches across the country. Some of them you may know, like Ben Lovro, like they go to like these like big, the big conferences and they speak on stage. So what we're doing is we're literally we're starting to partner up with all of these coaches, and we're gonna eventually, I would say about 60, 90 days out, let you just pick and choose which coaches you want to speak to on a discovery call for 10 minutes and see if they fit your needs. So why position you with just one real estate coach? Because everybody specializes one thing or another, and your journey changes, right? You go from like dealing with wholesalers, dealing with distressed properties, dealing with probate leads, dealing with motivated seller leads. So it's different. The contracts are different. The conversations are different. And so we're going to open that up. We'll talk more about it, but that is in the works. So where do we start today, guys? Okay. So FlippBidd, right? I'm hoping at this point everyone has it downloaded because we keep it interactive. And when I do stuff on the application, it's going to actually trigger an event, and you're going to get a notification on your side because it works in real time. What does that mean? We created an application where buyers, sellers, real estate specialists are engaging with each other, whether it's uploading properties or it's viewing properties or it's researching data. It's creating trigger mechanisms on the back end where it's sending notifications out to each and every one of you within the network. Why do we do it this way? Well, we got sick and tired of creating blocks and barriers between buying and selling, because as you know, I'll use this as an analogy. Who absolutely loves going from point A to point B with 5 doors with locks on them? No one. That's the answer. No one likes that. Isn't it nice to just take a nice smooth ride from point A to point B and be like, I'm at my final destination without the barriers? That's why we built it this way, right? And of course, it's not freeware. Unfortunately, there's a lot of R&D, a lot of development, a lot of research that's gone into this application. Believe it or not, I've been working on it pretty much as long as I've known Jen, for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So this application is not a fly by night thing. This is probably like our 3rd or 4th iteration. I worked on it tirelessly, and it's just growing. So what's some of the new things that we created? Okay. Well, we'll use this as an example, right? So recently, actually just this morning, February 1st, I had a wholesaler message us. I don't know how he got the number at our customer support phone number, and sent us a message and says, "Hey, buyer, don't miss this prime opportunity. 6605 Brownsville Street, Houston, Texas." I know we have some Houston buyers, Texas buyers out there. It's a 5,000 square foot lot in a high demand area, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. No problem. No idea who this is. Obviously, it was a blast message. So I'm going to show you this guy. Anybody heard of at offmarket.com listings? Anybody? Just raise your hand if you heard of this guy.
You heard of him?
Yeah, no. Just I want you to raise your hand if you heard of them.
Oh,
No one?
never heard of him.
No?
Nope.
Me neither. No idea who this is, right? But apparently he's got a whole inventory, right? That he thinks that sending off blast messages, probably scraping our email or phone number and then putting it on his list is going to help him attract people to his property. But guess what? What he didn't realize and responded back was, "Hey, friend, why don't you go to our website? Why don't you go to our website? We actually let you market your properties for free." And you guys are like, "What?" Yeah. Why wouldn't we? It's a community, right? So we want to be able to have him showcase his property, get exposure to his deal, and have you guys connect with them on the application. Let's show you how that works. So, and I'll show you how quick it is. So we just updated our website, and it works the same. And I'll show you how it works on our application. Submit property. For those of you guys who want to sell it, you could add a 30-second voice note via AI. It's automatically done for you, right? And it basically says, upload your property 30 seconds. No problem. So let me show you how that works. Who is this guy? We don't know the name, but we know it's at off market, right? So I'm going to go ahead and help this gentleman out. Seller name, we'll just call it wholesaler at off market properties, right? Email ID. His email is dispositions. We're going to help this guy out right here.
Yeah. Are you sharing your screen, or I'm not
Oh,
seeing?
yeah, I am. Am I not sharing my screen here? It should be.
I see it. Yeah.
Okay. So here you go. So we're going to go ahead and put this in. Email disposition. We got his information in. I don't want any money. I just want to make sure he gets connected to you guys and you can connect to him. Next, your property address, right? So the property address he sent to me was 6605 Brownsville Street, Houston, Texas. Enter CloudLink. I don't really have it. He didn't submit it, but no problem. You can do it, and he can do it if he had a picture, right? He's asking the price of 89,500, right? Select property type. This is a looks like it's a land deal, right? So property type, contract, wholesale deal. It's a land deal, so it's 0 beds, 0 baths. Square footage of space, 5,000 lots, so it's about probably by 50 by 100, and it's land. And I actually, just before you guys came in, I went ahead and looked at the property on Google, and it's like just a land deal over here. It's not a it's not a full property, it's just land. Okay, no problem. And hit submit. When I hit submit, right from the website, right? And by the way, I'm going to show you how to do this on the application. If you're a wholesaler or seller, great news. Your property's been marketed with FlippBidd's AI VoiceNote for thousands of investors, which is true. And you can download the FlippBidd application to connect with you guys directly. Now, what happens on the application? Let's give it a quick look, right? And let me know if anybody got a notification on that property.
I did.
Okay, everybody should, right? Everybody should have.
Well, unless they don't have the app downloaded.
If you well, that's right. That you should have came prepared, guys. You should have had the app downloaded. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. There's no credit card required. So let me go ahead and just share my screen of what that looks like on your end. By the way, free marketing, right? And how long did that take, by the way, while I was teaching it? Can you see my screen?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. This is FlippBidd, guys. I love New York just because it's got a great skyline. All I'm doing is just using my thumbs to move it around. But let's take a look of what that property looks like when we have a new feature, right? Which Luz, you're gonna love, and I know Steven already loves. When you click on my profile, that's the button up here. This is where your user controls are. You don't even have to keep an eye out or go through market to market to find out what recent deals were uploaded, because now we have the new properties feature. The new properties feature, here it is. Here's all the properties uploaded over the last 7 days. The last
wow.
The last 7 days.
That's the best.
That's amazing.
You don't even have to go and look around. This is just new properties uploaded by people, right? And I think there was something uploaded here by our friend Steven, who's online. By the way, great deal, Steven.
Thank you.
170. Guys, this was property on Atlantic Beach.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
175. It's worth like, what'd you say, Steven? How much? 550?
Yep.
Easily, Kenny. Easily.
Well, Jen, connect with Steven. You know how to do it. You go on your new properties, click on this button, and guys, this is how easy it is to connect with Steven and everybody else. You just hit the call button. That's it, and dial out. That's it.
That's really great.
Simple, right? Steven's phone is probably ringing, but he's probably on his phone. Or if Steven doesn't pick up because this guy's on the road forever, right? And we're going back and forth. Hey, Steven.
Yeah.
You know, let's connect, right? Let's connect. I'm interested, right? I'm interested. Steven's going to get a message and he's going to reply back. That's it. That's how you connect with Steven on this property. But guess what? You know that property we just uploaded from the website, right? It's right here, right? So it's a wholesaler. We didn't know his name, but we're going to go ahead and make sure our wholesalers are taken care of. The beds and bats we weren't able to pull. But and sometimes we're not able to get all the information. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a land property. Houston is a non-disclosure state, so we can't get too many comps. Sometimes we get them, but that's why we also do ARVs, average highs and lows. The mortgage data is here. Nope, no mortgage data because it was uploaded through our website. Not a problem. But here's a wholesaler, 89,500. Let's play the note. Let's see.
Hey guys, this is a land wholesale investment and it was brought to FlippBidd by the wholesaler from at off-market properties. It is a 0 bed, 0 bath, 5,000 square feet of living space. The asking price is $89,500. More photos and documents are available from the seller's drive or folder. Let's connect on the app and discuss in further detail. Have a great day.
Right? So our AI picked up the information we put in, and this is just, like I said, an example. We have a seller, Tamir, who's selling a property in Port St. Lucie and Miami. Let's check out the one he got in Miami, right? What does Tamir got? Let's play his voice note.
Hey guys, this is a multifamily wholesale investment and it was brought to FlippBidd by the wholesaler Tamir from Scope Home Buyers. It is a 3-bed, 4-bath, 2,094 square feet of living space. The asking price is $384,900. More photos and documents are available from the seller's drive or folder. Let's connect on the app and discuss in further detail. Have a great day.
So are there other pictures available? Let's see. Property information, mortgage data, not on this one. So it would say photos and documents. Anybody want to take a wild guess? How do we connect with Tamir if someone uploaded our wholesalers or wholesalers uploaded their own properties through our website? How would we connect with them here?
Property information.
Nope, just the email button. It's this easy. If I click this button,
Oh, right,
FlippBidd,
right.
that's it. FlippBidd is now going to take your phone number, your email address, your name, let Tamir know that there's interest on this property with this address, and they're going to call you right back and text you or call you, email you, and ask you what the next steps are. That's it. That's the process. You could do this day in, day out, week to week. And here's all your properties over the 7-day period. Now, if you go back to a certain market, let's go to, hey, I'm interested in Dallas, for example. You go to Dallas, you punch it in right there, and let's see if there's any properties in Dallas or around Dallas. I might have my filters on. Let me reset all the filters. There you go. All right, here you go. You always remember, guys, if you don't see properties, this is the map filter here. You could click on here and you could go ahead and search whatever you like. We also partnered up with LeadZolo. What does that mean? Well, when you're looking at properties, LeadZolo actually gives us about 10 to 12,000 motivated seller leads that are shown around the subject property that you're looking at. What does that mean? Okay, so if you're looking at a subject property, let's say whether it's for sale here or not, I'm just going to click on the blue icon. Whether it's for sale or not, if it's for sale, you view the property, you connect with the buyer. But powered by LeadZolo here, all it's saying is, hey guys, we created a 3-mile radius of this property. While you were looking here, take a look at this. There's about two motivated sellers within a 3-mile radius of where you're looking, and there's one motivated seller looking for selling their property because it's an inheritance. They want to get rid of it on the private market. It's in good condition. The second motivated seller is looking to sell their property. It's in poor condition. They're just looking for a quick sale. These, when you click here, we connect you directly to LeadZolo's marketplace. Now, I know we had a couple people on here that were interested in, let me just jump off here and share, go back to my screen. I know some of you guys, were interested in potentially, what do you call it? Probate leads. Probate leads is going to work the same way. When we connect you, when we integrate with U.S. probate leads, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to open about 15 to 18,000 probate leads on a national scale. So I'm not going to speak too much. I know David was interested in probate leads. I know there's a lot of people on here. Hi, Alina. If we didn't say hello, welcome to Saturday morning. Any questions so far on how to research properties or submit them or upload them?
No, but Tom Eidelman, who's on, writes a message because the properties are already marketed on FlippBidd. There's no fear of violations and fines for texting or emailing the contact. I like that. So that's a really good point. That's an excellent point because they're starting to crack down on the do not call list and all that nonsense. So that's a great point. It connects buyer to seller, seller to buyer. There's not, I'm licensed 30 years. I'm licensed in several states. There's not an application out there that has a little bit of what every other platform has. For example, like Kenny says, the probate leads, pre-foreclosure, foreclosure's about to come, marketing, skip tracing. There's a little bit, if you go to all the other applications, they don't all offer what Kenny offers. He took a little bit from each platform and combines it into FlippBidd, and it's a phenomenal tool. Phenomenal. You don't have to use Property Shark or all these other ones. This is a wonderful, wonderful platform.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. So any question, guys? So let me tell you, sometimes you just don't know what question to ask, right? Because you don't know what this application does sometimes, right? So the application allows you to do one of many different things. I'll go ahead and share my platform again, and feel free, because I can't see you guys, right? Because I can't see the message when I'm sharing my screen. So just speak up and ask while I'm sharing this screen. Okay, so I'm going to share it again. Just let me know if you see it. If you guys should have it. You guys got it again?
Yep.
Awesome. So the application does one of many things. I know it looks really simple, but it's actually quite complex on the back end. The application allows you to search properties in real time. So anybody have a market, or you know what? We don't even have to go into a market. Give me your street address, not even the house number. I don't want to know what, you don't have to disclose where you live. Give me a street, city, and state, and we'll go right into your backyard and show you how to research your neighbor. Anybody?
Passaic Road, Trumbull, Connecticut.
Steven, you can't speak. I gotta get someone new. I know you always you love going into Connecticut, and so anybody new on the Saturday morning demos that would like to go into their own backyard.
Post Oak Lane, Rockport, Texas.
Right there. Post Oak?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. All right, here we are. So no, you can't buy the street. So just when you see this, just click into the map, because you're gonna get no information on the lane, on the actual street, obviously. But here it is. Here's Post Oak Lane, right? And does this look familiar? This area?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Okay. So let's say you're driving around this neighborhood and you're saying, look, this is my backyard. It's Holiday Beach, right? I want to see if I can find some distressed properties. Has anybody seen this icon, and has anybody used it? Not you, Stephen. I know you've done it. Okay. If you have not, this is what our distressed property search filter is. What does it do? It allows you to, when you click it, search for distress. It'll show you piece by piece how to do it. I'll show you actually live how to do it. So here's Holiday Beach. Am I in the right area? Because I don't think there's a lot of water in Colorado.
No, this is Texas.
Ah, okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This doesn't look right. So Post Oak Lane.
No, that's right. That's the right address. You have the right one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Post Oak Lane. What was it again? The city?
It's Rockport, but the subdivision is Holiday Beach. That's why it came up that way.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. So I'm assuming it's here, but it looks like you're near water, though.
Yeah. It's right. It is. It's down at the coast and on the Gulf.
I thought you said you were in Colorado.
No, I'm in Texas.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. There's not a lot. I mean, this is a weird map here. What's going on? Where that body of water come from? But anyway, so let's go ahead and go to distressed property search filter. We'll click on that. It's going to show you how to use it. So this is a two-step process, guys. You're going to click on what we call the balloon pins, right? Or balloons, right? You're going to press it once, release your hand. Don't touch it again, right? Until you're ready to move it. Press on it again. It's going to lift. You're going to basically use your thumb to move it wherever you like. So let's move it to here. You can search up to 3 miles, minimum 1 mile. So right now we're still in the area of 3 miles, because it'll tell you, hey, you're far out. This is way bigger than 3 miles, right? And we'll go take this one. We'll put it here. And you know what? And yeah, let's take a look. Now, once you hit the search button, our distressed property search filters, depending on your market, are going to be able to pull foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, tax delinquencies, notice of defaults, and notice of list pendants. So there's a lot of tax delinquencies here, which is, if anybody's into that, tax delinquencies. And by the way, obviously, the higher the tax delinquency, the more motivated the owner is going to be to speak with you. But let's take a look at what this looks like, right? So maybe we'll take DeCava Drive as a tax delinquency. We'll A lot of tax delinquencies here. Holy moly.
Yeah. Nobody pays their taxes there.
Nobody pays taxes. One's in foreclosure, right? We'll pick that one. And basically the NA just means we weren't able to pull enough information for the distressed property, right? So let's just take a look at 3 of them. What you're gonna do from here, you're gonna click on add to my list. What does that do? You guys create lists without even knowing that you're creating lists, right? It's this window can be found from your my with your profile page. Whenever you visit a property on FlippBidd, whether you're just searching for data or you're pulling or researching data or you're just viewing the property, it shows up under my visits, whether it's for sale or not. And you'll get a list, right, of properties here, right, that you're searching on the platform virtually. That's why it's called a virtual visit. So under my visits, and from here, this is where you have your skip tracing functionality for both my visits as well as distressed properties. So you could just click one by one, select many, or select all, and export that out to an Excel spreadsheet, really nice and clean to your registered email, or just view it on the application itself. So here's distressed properties. So we clicked on 1, 2, 3. You're going to hit the skip trace button. I'm just showing you really quickly how to skip trace your distressed properties that you pulled in that holiday area that we were doing, we were looking into, but you can search pretty much any market and do it. It's the same process. It's rinse and repeat. Now we've skip traced it. They've been tagged, skip traced. We're just going to click on all of them one by one. What does that information look like? Well, you have your distressed property information now and skip trace information. Distressed property looks like Tenny Socia is in foreclosure, right? Probably it's been foreclosed on because if you go into foreclosure information, looks like there was an auction date recently about 6 months ago. And then we just got to find out, if you want to connect with Tony or not. Is it too late? Are you on time? Did they stop the foreclosure? How do you connect with Tony? Well, just click on these little blue phone numbers and connect with them directly, right? We do the same thing with emails. It's all public records data. Sometimes we're able to pull phone numbers and emails, sometimes just phone numbers, sometimes just landlines. It's really just a numbers game, right? So that's one. Let's go into the tax delinquency. Take a look at that. Distressed property info. Looks like a Richard Chupe and a Cindy Chupe own this property. Yes, it's owner occupied, which is a good thing because you can actually approach them and actually knock on the door. They've been tax delinquent since 2016. Tax amount is 10,640. And we have some skip tracing information. We were only able to pull the landline information. But you know what? Let's take a look at the sales comps. Obviously, non-disclosure state. We're still in Texas, but you got your ARV high, average, and low, so you know what you're kind of working with. Your mortgage data, right? That is their mailing address is 109 St. Charles Loop, West Rockport, Texas, for some reason. So they don't look like they live there. Oh wait, is that the address? Nope, that's the address. So they live there. They're getting their mail there. Maybe you want to drop off a nice little business card or some sort of flyer or whatever it is, or a message or a mail piece of mail, letting them know you stopped by, and then give them a call, right? So that's a tax delinquency. We are able to pull notice of defaults, tax delinquencies, a notice of list pendencies, pre-foreclosures and foreclosures. Just in this specific area, we weren't able to find many, but that's kind of how our skip tracing feature works. Same thing with my visits, right? You visited a bunch of properties. I want to skip trace this, or select all, right? Skip trace them and export them out. Simple as that. It works the same way. Now, that was Holiday Beach. That was distressed properties. What else would you guys like to see in regards to buying, selling, research? What markets? Like, how do you you want to take a look at what we do, how we do it, how we can assist you with your operations?
I just have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So it looks like that this I was downloading some stuff, so I didn't catch everything because I haven't actually downloaded this before. So I was kind of doing that. I missed a little bit about what you said, but it looked like some of the features that you have here are very similar to something like Batch Leads or PropStream. Would you say that someone could use, if they were utilizing this, that they could safely get, I'm not saying advise to get rid of those, but do you do a lot of does this app do a lot of what those functions would do, those sites would do.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me just put direct your attention to this. Are you guys still screen? Is it being shared?
Yes.
Awesome. So great question. Was that Tom that asked that? I'm sorry, my screen. Or was it Kamara? What was it?
Yeah, that's me. That's Kamara.
Hey, Kamara. Sorry, I can't see my screen of who's talking, and I haven't gotten familiar with your voice yet. But yes, so take a look. This is one of our ads that go out. Some of these names look familiar. Some of these names you just mentioned, right?
Yep.
Do those price points kind of look familiar?
I mean, it's not where I'm at on. I have batch leads. So
Right. So
I
here's
don't know.
batch leads, and they probably have a price point of like $349 a month, maybe their high price point, right?
They may. I pay $100 a month, so I'm not sure what other things they have.
Awesome. Awesome. So they are a MLS lead generation system, right? To find foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, lead sources, and being able to save those leads and put them through some sort of formal CRM, right? And workflow.
You know, it's funny. In the training that I received, we only utilize them to really get comps. I know that they have all these other functionalities, but so I've only ever used them to really generate comps really accurately, and that's it. I haven't utilized anything else.
Okay, great. So you could get comps, and I'll show you how quickly you can get comps in a second. And obviously you saw the ARVs and so on. And you know what? You know what? Let me show you how easy it is to get comps. Let me address that question first, and then I'll show you what the different, basically how much different and what kind of value we provide to our users. Where were you looking for comps? Texas?
Yeah, I'm in the Texas market. Yeah.
Okay. So Texas is a non-disclosure state, so they may beat us there, but we will, just so you understand, we'll be getting building out a web app. It's launching in about 60 days, and that web app is going to include virtual tours for sellers to basically walk around a property where you can RSVP that property, not you, but every investor nationally. And just for visiting that property, you're going to get a full report. But any other full report on that property and nearby listings and comps and everything, just for visiting. So we kind of address that with our partner that's coming in, that's similar to DataTree, First American National Title, but we also have a couple of companies we're looking into for those reports. So that addresses that issue. Anywhere else outside of a non-disclosure state that you look into that I may be able to show you how this works?
I mean, you could check Alabama. We've got a couple of properties there.
Sure. Well, what town?
Madison.
Bama. Okay, so let's go into Madison. So has anybody heard of our feature through like marketing or ads, our FlippBidd one touch feature? Do you know what that is? Or you could say no, it's fine. I'll show you.
I do not.
Okay, so let's create a scenario for you guys. So let's say you're driving up, Old Madison Pike. You got a bunch of properties here. You're doing a little driving for dollars. You're looking around Madison, Alabama, right? And then you drive by and you see, let's say, this property on Cambridge and Brandy Road. You guys can literally take your thumbs, right? We made it this easy for you to pull comps. Take your thumb, press and hold down on any property. It'll pin it. Guess, let's guess. What are you going to press here to pull property data?
Are you what? And what am I going to press?
Yeah, what option are you going to press to get property data?
My guess is I'm going to press property data.
That's right. I do this so I just want to show you how simple this is. You're going to press property data. That's absolutely right. You're going to request the data for that particular property. We were able to pull bats, but not beds on the square footage. And let's take a look at the sales comps within a 1 mile radius of similar properties. So you got your ARV high, average, and low. We don't tell you low. We don't just tell you the highs. We give you all three so you know where you stand with this particular investment. And we were able to find 4 sales comps. Now, let me ask you, with batch leads, can you do it that easy?
No.
Okay, so we solved for the speed issue, right? So cool. Okay, so maybe you're not so sure, maybe you're not so confident about this property. But guess what? Because you have our application, you could go to the neighbor and just double check. Again, rinse and repeat. Property research data, request data, view property. Got it. Want to make sure it's the right house? Just click on the picture. Yep, that's it. That's the one I drove by. Click on the back button on the top left there, and then go down to sales comps. ARV for this particular property, ARV high, average, and low, and 3 comps within a 1 mile radius of a like property. Don't like that comp? No problem. Let's go out because the property was somewhere around Sienna Vista Drive. So let's take a look at those comps for similar properties around that area. Same thing, rinse and repeat. Property data, request data, view property, sales comps, average, high, and low, and there you go.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Sure.
If I wanted to look at more comps, is there any faculty for that?
For additional comps?
Yeah, like if I wanted to look
more
at
than that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we, like I said, for now we only pull 5 comps. Otherwise, what's going to end up happening is that detail page is going to be like unlimited, and it's not going to be as accurate. We try to be as accurate as possible on those comps. We based it on like a 1 mile radius. We based it on similar beds, baths, square footage of space in that area, similar to what an appraiser would use, or how they would structure that appraisal. If we built out more comps, all that's going to happen is, unless you're in a heavily populated area, you're probably not going to get as much information, right? Because remember, it's within that sale within that year.
Sure. Yeah, and really within a certain amount of months within that year nowadays.
Right. So I hope that makes sense. So now that I showed you the comps portion, we got Jacob waiting in the wait room. Give me 1 second here, guys. Did I lose my... I apologize. I lost my... There it is. Okay. Lost my cursor for a second. So we have someone in the waiting room. I do apologize. Everyone comes late, and it's hard to manage that. So I answered the question in regards to like comps, guys, right? So it's quicker, right? That's for sure, right? You could just click on a property, click on the next property, click on the next property, keep going, right? So that makes sense, Kamara?
Yeah.
Okay. So you use batch leads, you spend $100 literally for sales comps, literally to get like the valuations of these assets. Well, guess what? Now you have a technology that not only gets you sales comps, but also helps you network with each other. It helps you do acquisitions off-market deals, motivated seller leads, distressed property search filters in any area, soon U.S. probate leads, and we are in communications with foreclosure.com for all of their leads on a national scale. Helps you dispo the property literally within 30 seconds through an application that notifies everybody in our network in real time, right? So now you're not spending 15, 20 minutes on Constant Contact, MailChimp, other marketing tools, whatever it is, right? Your email campaigns or whatever it is, when you want to dispo it, you do it right through the app. When you find the property on the app or through a network, where do you go? You go right to the app to dispo it. It's all vertically integrated. You could search for property information. You could do the skip tracing like Deal Machine. You could create lead generation leads from LeadZolo right now and soon U.S. probate leads. So, and as far as investor lift is concerned, charging somewhere between 300 to, like, believe it or not, I have a friend of mine whose company pays $60,000 a year for 3 users for investor lift. All they're doing is connecting wholesalers to buyers, but then they're collecting a fee in between and charging the license. We're not even creating any. We're not creating any fees, 0 points, 0 commissions. We're just connecting everybody directly. So what do you think? What has a higher value proposition? Our application doing all of that, or you using batch leads for $99?
Yeah, no, I can see it. So is that your price point, $129 per month?
No, because we hold true to our word. Anybody that joins us on our demos, we give you a 48-hour link for an invoice that you can sign up for $99 a month, and that's standard, right? So like it's like you join us, we send you out a new link to sign up, right? So you don't have to spend $129. It's $99 moving forward. But it's only one. By the way, guys, great question. Do not sign up on App Store and Google Play. Yes, it'll be $129. Just contact me and I'll send you out a link to make sure you get it for $99. Even if you don't want to purchase the app, I always tell people the application is built in a way where we want to grow our community. You don't have to purchase the app, but you know what the application does? It'll notify you of properties uploaded on a daily basis in new properties, inevitably, forever, for the rest of your life, as long as the app is installed. Don't delete it. It's pointless. It's like getting notified of off-market deals forever for free.
Yep. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? How do you use the app? How do I use it for skip tracing? How do what's like if there's no questions, you guys want to see some what's going on over the next couple of months with the web app? Want to see what that looks like?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, cool. I like it. We've been working very diligently on the web app, and so now imagine this. I'm gonna go ahead and just not Fiverr, it's Figma. Okay. So our application is seamless, it's vertically integrated, it's pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. But now we're going to go ahead and build out the web app, this is the application, sorry, web, there it goes. And so everything that you're doing on the app, you will be able to do on your computer, right? It is a higher price point. We haven't figured it out yet. It's probably going to be around $250 a month. It'll give you the full application and the web app, but there's a reason for the price. Now, don't get sticker shock because this is huge. It's bigger. It's bigger than huge. So once you log in, it's going to look like this. You go through the process of logging in. Here's basically your web screen. And by the way, this is just mock drawing. It's going to look similar to this, not exactly, right? So it looks very similar, right? You got your my location button, your distressed properties, your map filters. You're seeing all the properties. You could click on these icons just like on your phone. Except the difference with the web app is it's AI based, right? It's AI backed. You can click on any one of these properties, and Orion, which is our assistant, will literally tell you, hi Kamara, hi Tom, hi Luz, right? Hey Rodney, this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo for 1,500 square feet in 27 Oak Hill Road, Middletown for $34,000. Obviously, it's not the number's wrong, but it's sold. It was brought to us by a wholesaler, Ken Singh. Would you like for us to connect with you? All you say is speak. We're trying to make it so you can just speak into your computer. It'll dial out. It'll automatically dial out based on voice recognition, and then it'll ring. Your computer will ring. If the seller doesn't pick up, Orion will ask you, "Sorry, we couldn't connect. Would you like us to message Ken Singh?" You're gonna say yes, and the message box pulls up. You just type in your message. You say, "Hey, look, I'm looking at your property right now on FlippBidd. Can you connect with me? Here's my phone number." Send. The seller will get a text message. Why? Because the seller has to register with their phone number in order to use our application, be a part of our community. So they're going to get the message. It's not going to end up in spam. And then obviously what's going to happen, sellers want to sell deals. So they want to connect with you. And that all we're doing is doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. This is a lead Zolo lead. This is a U.S. probate lead. Would you like us to connect with you to their marketplace? It's owner occupied. It's going to speak at these data points, and you're going to decide if you want to move forward or not. And if you don't, that's okay. But you're still getting notified in real time of deals going up and being posted on a real time basis. And you'll be notified if you're sitting in front of a computer, new deals going up. Here's your distressed property search filter, just like we showed you. Here is the date. Here is the property data screen with the building square foot, lot, square foot, so on and so on. All the leads that are nearby, right? Lead Zolo, probate leads, so on. Here's your user controls down here. That's kind of what it's going to look like, right? Where you can go from my properties to your visits, to be able to skip trace your upload, support page, all your properties, and you can break it down by the type of leads you're looking at. So here is the main reason we're building this. Now, this we are super, super, super proud of. So this problem we were solving for with the web app is there's investors like Luz who's now sitting in, I don't know, where you hanging out, Luz, now today?
I'm in New York City.
She's in New York City, but she loves Miami. She loves Miami. Why wouldn't you? Who doesn't love Miami, right? Or there's people that are sitting in Connecticut that love properties in Dallas. Anybody want to raise their hand that who absolutely loves spending $400 or $500 on an airplane to go see a property? No one. No one likes doing that, right? Because it's a risk you're taking, right? But you want to be able to capture that info. You want to be able to capture that opportunity. What we did is we built out a an application that's going to allow you not only our sellers and wholesalers to be able to upload properties, but basically click on that property from their My Downloads page, be able to select a time and date on that property, and that icon from that property will turn blue or purple based on the type of property it is to almost like a reddish tint with a Wi-Fi signal, showing you that there's a virtual tour that's about to come up. Virtual tours are people of sellers that are walking around their premises with their phones and their cameras, answering questions just like you and I are today on a live stream. And just for finishing that tour, the seller will get a list of people that have attended on that RSVP. Why? Just like when you have an open house at a property, they want to know who came in through that door. So we're going to give them a list of everybody that attended that RSVP who's looking at their property. But for the sellers as well as the wholesaler, we are now going to provide which is going to solve for a big issue. You're going to get a full property report just for attending that RSVP with all the information on the property, the sales comps, the nearby listings, the AVM, everything for attending that RSVP. You can only do that with the web app. Anybody like that feature?
Love it.
Yeah. And now guess what? Forget about driving 20, 30 miles on a rainy Sunday. I'd rather be at home drinking my coffee, looking at a property somewhere in, near like Bradenton or Sarasota, because I like that area, despite they got hit by a hurricane. And I could take a look and get all the questions answered that I needed from the seller who's walking around in that premises. And of course, they have control of the deal. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the home, right? Otherwise, someone's going to get the police called on them or the authorities. But they're walking around, showing you the boiler, showing you the premises, showing and by the way, showing what the property looks like in today's day, not what it looks like based on MLS pictures from years ago that are obsolete. In today's day, what that condition looks like. And you can ask them, you can look at hey, can you give me a screen view of the kitchen, the bathroom, and so on. And now you have connected with the seller. You have the basic information you need from FlippBidd. You'll be able to pull ARVs and comps on FlippBidd, but just to make sure you're secure in the data, when you're done with that tour, you're going to get this email, this property report, simply just emailed to you. FlippBidd will tell you, thank you for conducting the virtual tour. Please check your email for the property report. That's it. So now you can understand anybody that it was out there thinking, even considering that, hey, how do you compare to Zillow or Investor Lift or Deal Machine or batch leads, like Kamari just said, right? Or even PropStream, right? The grandfather that there's nothing wrong with grandfathers, but it's old. The grandfather that just wants to sit back, lay back, have a beer, watch his football game, and let the kids handle all the dirty work or the gardening work because he's had his time. Let the kids take care of it. Well, guess what? We're the new kid on the block. We're doing it bigger, better, faster at a much smaller price point. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, so I think Rodney actually had a question. I don't know if this was already asked, but
Hey, Phil, how are you? Phil just pops up out of nowhere. Hi, Phil.
What's up, everyone? How's it going? Happy Saturday morning. So Rodney asked a question, and he's asking, do we provide contracts? So,
yeah, great question. So legally, we're not allowed to provide contracts because we're not real estate attorneys. However, going back to what we discussed earlier, we are creating FlippBidd University exactly for this reason. There are specialists that you can connect with and say, look, I'm looking for contracts. I want to know how to draft them. I want to know how to approach these people. I want to know how to negotiate and everything under the sun. Now, if you want, I could probably say, look, if you need a template of some sort, you could probably go to companies like LegalZoom or other companies, or just Google. Listen, assignment, a contract of assignment template, and you could probably just download it. You don't need us to give it to you. Like you could just search it online, because like at the end of the day, your contract's going to be specific to your deal. Does that make sense? Yes? No?
Rodney.
Sorry about that. I have a new iPad, so I'm trying to figure out how to work this thing. Anyway,
No
so
problem,
yeah,
Ron.
it makes a lot of sense. I had one other question while I got you on here. What about just a thought of mine, contractors? Because sometimes when you're going through, that would be another resource that you'll need. I don't know if that's something that you guys thought about or whatever, but would it be like, okay, there's a list of contractors you can contact in the area that could help you with your deal? Because that would be a great resource too.
Yeah, so great question. So, hey, by the way, hi Denzel. I spoke to Denzel yesterday. Mind blown, right, Denzel? How are you? You were having a good time yesterday on our Discovery.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for making it. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Denzel, by the way, everyone, I'd like to introduce everybody. Denzel's a buyer and wholesaler in Chicago. So if you guys got anything, plug away on and make sure, Denzel, you connect with everybody on the app when you get notified that deal got uploaded. So going back to Rodney's question, right? So we have Orion, that's your assistant on pretty much any property. Let's go back to Chicago for Denzel, right? So let's say we're in Chicago and we want to go ahead and figure out, look, we need what's called professional services. We all know that real estate isn't black and white, right? So it's like you don't just find a deal and then sell it. There's like a bunch of things that happen in between. So we did basically take the next step, the next logical step, and create financial services. So you can literally click on any property, right? Let's click one here, right? Again, thumb down, press on it, get financing. Whether you own the property outright, doesn't matter. Whether it's for sale on the application, whether you're searching it because you got a WhatsApp message, you got a text, an email, and you want to see if you can get approved for it. By the way, this is not a hard or a soft pull credit. This is just so you could send your information to all of our lenders that are integrated on our application. And this is how fast it is. Ken Singh LLC. My credit score is about 650 to 700. My track record, I've done like 3 to 6 deals over the last year. I'm looking for a fix and flip loan. I'm looking to get at least 90% funding. I got about $50,000 on hand. It's an investment property. Yes, I bought it for 325. The ARV of this property is about 510. It's going to need about $30,000 in construction costs because lenders do lend $30,000 in construction costs. And yes, I have a contract executed. Once you hit that submit button, lenders will reach out to you via email and call to see how they can fit you into a loan program for this specific property. How? Because we've sent them your information and we've sent them the information on the property with the ARV, the comps, and the other information. It's as fast as that, literally. So the next step, going back to Rodney, yes, the next logical step was how do we integrate? Let's go back to Orion and asking its awesome questions that he does. Like, if I click on this property and I need work done on it, are we looking into adding construction? Yes, but it's probably not going to be until next year because we have a lot going on with the financial portion of it. Financial portion, not just funding, but we're adding partners that can get you lines of credit, of financial partners that can get you 0% interest credit cards for your LLC. They can help you basically get whatever you need to get you that down payment assistance that can get you up and running for that first or second property at 0% interest rate. I've done it. I'm not only speaking about it, I'm a client myself. We just got approved for like $150,000. Literally took, I don't know, 30 to 60 days. So
Is
we're
that for
at,
your
so, I'm sorry?
is that for your hair also?
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm only kidding. Sorry.
That's correct. But yeah, so we are adding a bunch of stuff. So Rodney, I hope you understand. So that is on our roadmap, just not immediately.
Yep, thanks. That makes sense.
Yeah, so there's a lot to it. There's a lot of things happening. So we're expanding, we're growing. I think it's a fantastic idea. We did discuss it. It's definitely on our roadmap.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah. So I'm assuming iPhone is Steven Johnson, and he is asking, oh, by the way, Steven, congratulations on uploading your first property. Um,
Great
if
property, by the way.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about the process and share with everyone about the process? Was it easy? Was it hard? How long did it take?
Took me actually took me about 5 minutes after I figured it out, but it's very quick. I mean, there's only about 5 questions on there, and I'm not that tech savvy, so it takes me a little longer than most people to fill things out till I get the hang of it. But it's so fast, it's unbelievable. I
Yeah,
did it in no
we
time.
yeah, we appreciate you, Steve. And that's a great property, guys. If you guys got buyers in that market, just look at, by the way, we'll go to your new properties. The way we have built it, we are gonna have FlippBidd help you. You don't have to look at properties all day. Just remember, 12 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m., a notification will go out every day of new properties that were uploaded within the last 24 hours. When you click on new properties, it'll give you a list of all properties over the last 7 days. Once that property's been uploaded over the eighth day, it gets taken off our new properties, but stays in our application. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so Stephen actually had a question about how do you edit the pictures. So I can answer that for you. Um, Stephen, under your profile, you
My
go home.
uploads.
I'm sorry?
My uploads.
Yeah, you go to my uploads, you go to your profile, you go to my uploads, and then go to the property that you uploaded, and then there should be three buttons on the right-hand side, which is the menu button,
Oh, okay.
and then you could just edit your upload and add whatever other picture that you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
when I took a picture of myself, only half of me went in there. So I had to upload another one, and I couldn't get the other one off. But now I know how to do it.
Awesome, guys. So a lot of great questions. We're right around that time. Who found this beneficial today?
I did.
Awesome.
Every
Awesome.
time
I
I'm on, I
definitely
find it
found this
beneficial.
beneficial.
That was great.
Thanks, Denzel. Thank you, guys. Look, and by the way, I always like to end with this. By the way, you guys, doesn't matter if buy the pro license or you want to just use the application for whatever you need to do for free, whatever it is. We always welcome you guys back anytime. Thursday nights we do a little bit more feature and function centric. Saturday's more like a one-on-one, like how does this thing work for you guys at any time. Look, and by the way, don't take it personally. At some point the application will tell you you're out of credits because you're pulling so much data, because every time you view a property, research a property, that data costs us a lot of money, right? So you can imagine skip tracing costs us money, all of that. So at some point, we got to cut the cord, guys. I don't want to, but we're going to have to cut the cord at some point. So just let us, do not purchase the app on App Store and Google Play. And don't tell them I did that, because they're going to be like, you're violating our terms and conditions. Just reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to send you a discount code for the $99 a month, and you're all set. And as I always tell everybody, look, we don't take it personally if someone cancels. Life takes over sometimes. Sometimes real estate's one of those spaces where it's like you go hot and heavy for like 3 to 6 months and then you cool down, right? And you may not want to use the application. You don't have to delete it. Just cancel your subscription and jump back on again when you're ready. We don't take it personally. Neither should you. We just want everybody to succeed and give you all the tools that you guys need to handle your operations efficiently. With that said, thanks everyone. Any last questions? Anything else?
Yeah, I have one. With the data that's pulled, does that apply to the 7 day free trial? Like if I pull too much data, will
Nope,
it
it's
cut off at
unlimited.
day
Nope, it's
five?
unlimited. Unlimited.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, Tom, I just wanted to see and hear from you. What do you think about the application? I haven't heard from you, or I don't know if you spoke earlier, but if you could
Right.
just tell us, what your thoughts are so far.
Yeah, I like it. I've got some things. I think I want to attend that Thursday night. session two and see more on features. And I'm going to look at the website, see what it tells me to. But I'm probably in particular going to be looking for wholesale deals, mainly around here locally to me in Colorado, and then my other son lives up in Lakeside, Montana, so that's pretty rare to find deals up there. I don't know if you handle that area up there or not.
Yeah, so just let me answer that. So there's a huge initiative, guys, that we're doing. We're actually doubling down on our, as I showed you guys earlier, the website, right? That we could just upload properties for wholesalers, right? So we're just in the beginning, we're just uploading properties for wholesalers, right? And let you guys connect with them for free. At some point, the wholesalers are going to be like, how am I getting all of this like exposure to my deals? What is this FlippBidd thing? Who is
Right.
Rodney, David, Kamara? Where did you find my property? And so we built it like almost like a clickbait, right? So we were baiting them in. They're like, so if they don't want to upload it, they haven't heard about us, they're going to hear about us soon, right? Because
Right.
what wholesaler doesn't want to get exposure on their deals? And then eventually on that email that they get with your phone number and name that's showing that you're interested in the property, well, guess what? You would be a fool as a wholesaler to say, I can market my properties for free and I'm getting exposure. I don't want to use that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right? So that's the whole idea. We got Gerardo coming in, but I'm going to say hello. But at the end of the day, guys, I wish everybody a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. I enjoy time with your family, friends. If you're hanging solo, there's nothing wrong with that. Grab a cup of coffee, watch the sports, whatever it is. But I thank everybody for coming on today. And I look forward to seeing everybody next Thursday and Saturday. Feel free to connect with us at any time. With that said, we're going to go ahead and put Uncle Dave back on.
Guys, just look out for my email. I will be sending out a follow-up email. If anyone has any questions, I'll send out an email with my one-to-one demos, and then obviously, a full demo usually is a good way to follow up. But nonetheless, I'll send the discount link if